Good afternoon, it is Sunday the 10th of July and on this gloriously sunny and warm day, let's have a catch up on my weight loss journey. Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Debbie from Debbie's World, and like I said, what a gloriously sunny day it is. It is in the high 20s here, 27 degrees at the moment. I'm not sure, I think it'll be a day inside for us. We're not sun worshippers, and obviously having the dog, having our Charlie, it's a bit difficult to go out walking when it's hot like this, so we'll either go to some shady woods later on in the afternoon or wait until this evening to take him out for a walk. But I do have some good news this week. So it's the 10th of July and I went to group on Tuesday the 5th of July and I lost 4.5 pounds. So that leaves me at 14 stone 8.5 with a total weight loss of 2 stone 3.5. So I was absolutely delighted with that, and I got Slimmer of the Week. I need to write that in my book. So I was really pleased with that. I think a loss was more than due for me, and to finally be back in the because obviously I'd already got my 2 stone award a couple of weeks ago, then sort of lost it again, and then to be finally back in the 2 stone loss area and to be on fresh weight for this journey, I'm really pleased. Also this week I picked up the magazine, the August-September. Now, to be honest, there isn't a lot in this that jumped out at me, but if you guys have anything that you're fancying, then let me know. But that's issue 167. But yeah, it's always worth getting because you never know what you might find. So that's the magazine. Also this week I have been loving tinned mackerel. Now in general on the app it says tinned mackerel fillets in tomato sauce are free on Slimming World. It's still worth checking your individual brands, but all of the ones I've scanned so far, Aldi, Morrison's and Co-op, have been free. And this is Morrison's and it's delicious. I've had it just with a salad, I've had it in an omelette, and I'm looking forward to having it with things like jacket potato, couscous, probably other things, maybe a little bit of pasta or something like that. But it's very versatile, it's very filling, and obviously the odd portion of oily fish is very good for you. So that is, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's like from Aldi, it's something like about 50 pence or something. And yes, normally I do only have it in one serving, but at a push you could probably make it serve 2 with, you know, packing it out with other things. But yeah, it's really nice smoked mackerel. For me, it's slightly salty and it's meaty, but it's sort of like tuna, but like I say, it's a bit saltier and it's a bit more meatier. But do give it a try if you're feeling brave. It's something new to me completely, and I was brave and I did try it. So there you go. I got some really nice things in the Slim of the Week basket, including mackerel, a fresh pineapple, which I chopped up, and I went and bought a gammon joint yesterday so that we can have gammon and I'll have some fresh pineapple on it. I think that's what I'm going to have tonight. Gammon and fresh pineapple, and either a sweet potato baked like a jacket or sweet potato chips. What would you prefer? Let me know, and I'll have that with salad. And then for lunch I'm having salmon and broccoli quiche. So that's today planned out. And tomorrow I think we'll have more gammon and chips or jacket potato again. The other things I bought from Morrison's were, as I say, gammon and salmon. And I bought these Harvest Snaps. I think they're on offer at the moment, and the other flavour that I saw in there was chili, and this is sour cream and chive, and they're little rings, and they are 4 sins. Now I did think they'd be slightly less with them being 75 calories. To be honest, they're not my favourite for 4 sins. I did find them a bit dry when I had them last night, but they're worth a try, and I think they're quite filling with them being like plant-based lentil. What are these made of? Red lentils, yeah, so that means they may be slightly more filling than some of the other crisps around that sin mark. But yeah, probably not my favourite, but they're okay. I was hoping there'd be less than 4 sins, to be quite honest, but try them, see what you think. The other thing, I did see these on an advert, and then when I saw them in Morrison's, I couldn't resist. The Border Dark Chocolate Gingers in a biscuit bar. Now, I scanned these thinking there'd be 6 sins, and they're actually 5.5. So that's all good, and it's obviously in dark chocolate. And they're quite a thin biscuit, but a good size, I believe, for 5.5 sins. And I think they'll have that hit of flavour. So that's it against an iPhone 8 for size. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying those. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that result. What else have I been eating recently? Bear with me a second, let's get onto this. I've been loving the egg wraps. I've had barbecue chicken skewers in an egg wrap. I've had falafels in an egg wrap. Linda McCartney sausages, which I had yesterday. Linda McCartney sausage, the vegetarian ones, which are half a tin each, with a cheese slice and some salad. Oh, let me turn it up. Sorry, you're in a slightly different position this week. There we go, that's better. Then yesterday, I went a bit over sins yesterday. You can see I had the Harvest Snaps and the a hi-fi bar. But when the ice cream van came round, I had planned on getting a Solero, which are about 5 sins, but they didn't have anything like that. So I ended up getting a screwball, which was obviously the bubble gum at the bottom, then ice cream and a bit of strawberry sauce. And with the calories online I could find was about 120 calories, so it could be 6 or 6.5 sins. But I really enjoyed that, and it was obviously a hot day yesterday as well. Slightly over sins, but it was worth it. Also yesterday, I saw these in the cupboard that I've had for quite a while. Blackcurrant Hartley's sugar-free jelly. All flavours, if they're sugar-free, are 1.5 sins for the pack, and I usually make them do me 3 times. So I've got a bit of sweetened fat-free Greek-style yoghurt there, some of the jelly for half a sin, and some fresh fruit. That was a really nice, refreshing dessert. But then I went and had the ice cream as well, but it was nice. Friday, you can see you've got my omelette there with the mackerel in it. And also what I've been loving this week and last week are, we call them mini magnums. But you can get versions of mini chocolate lollies from Morrison's, Aldi and Iceland, as well as actual Magnum minis, and they're all about 5 or 6 sins, and it's a real treat of an evening when it's been a hot day. So I've got the white chocolate one there, really nice. There's my fresh pineapple, looking forward to having that with my gammon. And there's another one of the chocolate lollies there, chocolate one this time. I've also been loving the box of Couscous. Just let me get that for you actually. So this is the box of Couscous. I believe you can get I think this one is from Lidl, but I know you can get similar from Aldi as well. I don't know about the other supermarkets, but you can probably get it. and it's just plain couscous, which is free on Slimming World, and I usually measure out between 30 or 40 grams, and then you just add the same of boiling water and it's cooked within like 5 minutes. And I usually add salt and pepper. You can add some stock pot or some stock powder just to liven it up, but what I've been doing is, as well as the salt and pepper, I've been stirring in some of these sweet piquant peppers. I got these for a recipe ages ago, so I've just been using them up, and you can see they're chopped into little pieces. And when the couscous has sat in the water and absorbed the water, you can then stir in some of the some of the peppers, and it's really nice stirred through. And you can see I've got the couscous there with the barbecue chicken skewer from Iceland for half a tin and a salad. So that's another quick meal. I went to the other thing that's happened this week is I have vacated my dad's flat, signed the papers over and everything, so that happened Monday. Went to see my mum, and while I was at mum's I ate a bacon and egg salad with a big fruit platter, and you can see there I also had one of the Vienna lollies, which I think I've shown you before. They're about 4 cents from Aldi or Iceland. Really nice in this hot weather. And there's also quite a lot of, we call them ice pops, and they're usually about half a tin or 1 cent, so they can also be an option in this warmer weather. Yeah, I've had a really good week before weighing and since weighing. There you can see on Sunday I had the mackerel and a big salad, and again I had the couscous and I think that's another chicken skewer, so I've been loving those. And I think that's about it. Everything else I've shown you. So yeah, I've tried some new things this week, some old favourites. We've had 2 sessions of emotional release with Claire, but Claire's now on a nice holiday weekend in abroad somewhere, Spain or somewhere I think, so I hope she's having a fantastic time. And she has done 3 weeks worth of updates on her YouTube channel, so it's worth going to check Claire out on her journey. But as for me, I'm really pleased with where I am at the minute. I could always do with more walking exercise, so that will remain an aim. And just enjoy the weather and enjoy the month of July. Work's still been really busy, but I have got a week off, not this week, next week, so we'll see what that brings. So I've made my salmon and broccoli quiche, and I've got some of that for today and some in the freezer, and I'll have to maybe cook another 2 or 3 things either this week or when I'm on holiday to keep in the freezer. I do have some Iceland vouchers, but I'm not sure I'm going to make it to Iceland again before they run out, because I think it's something like 16th of July. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy. The only thing I'm not not happy with, but as you can probably tell with the couscous and the mackerel and the decked potatoes and things like that, I'm more eating things that you can prepare on the day rather than batch cooking and preparing things beforehand. On my previous journeys I would have lots of things in the freezer like curry loaf and quiche and different other things. But things are getting more expensive, aren't they? And I think just at the moment it seems to be working okay for me to sort of just make things more on the go. But if you've got any tips, let me know, or anything new or exciting that you think I should try, let me know. Maybe I should also get back into the Leslie Sansom walking videos at home, because obviously it has been a little bit warm to be walking outside. But yeah, that's my news for this week. One big thing off my mind with Dad's flat, and now he's going to be settled in his residential home. Hopefully we can move forward with things. But yeah, that's my week. How was your week? Let me know below in the comments. So now it's time for Nice or Nasty. So here we go with Nice or Nasty with Bertie Bott's Every Flavour Beans. Surely I have to get a nasty one at some point. Right, I've not looked, but there we go. Can you see what that one is? That's cinnamon. Cinnamon again. How lucky am I? Well, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.